Well, here we are at Dovercourt Bay in Essex, and we've just looked at Harwich and the port of Felixstowe, and this is a bit of a stereotypical town, English town. I've lived here on and off all my life. My name is Tony Francis. My parents were from South Wales. My surname is a derivation of the word Francois, which means Frenchman. First appeared in Scotland in the 11th century, and in actual fact was a precursor name to the Stuarts, inasmuch as it was Frenchmen that served King David I of Scotland and became Stuarts. The name then appears in West Wales, in Newport, and my folks actually hail from Newport in West Wales, moved down to Cardiff, where the paternal line met the maternal line with my grandmother, an Irish refugee, a pregnant girl at 16, kicked out of her home in Cork in Ireland, sent to Wales to have her child, met with my Cornish grandfather, a self-made man, and then the two families combined with the Francis family, my grandmother being Italian from Milan, and my grandfather being a true blood Welshman. And of course that indicates quite a lot of colonialism right on our doorstep. Colonies of Ireland, of Scotland and of Wales, and distinguished oppression in all those countries, and oppression that's lasted into this century. Oppression in the mines in South Wales, where children at the age of 6 years old were doing 12-hour shifts in the pitch black for next to nothing. Oppression in Ireland with the potato famine, etc. And of course the oppression of the Scottish people and the butchering, particularly in the Jacobite revolutions and rebellions, etc. But my family name also goes back to Antigua, the Caribbean island, where the name Francis is prevalent amongst the black people, who of course inherited the name from slave owners at the point of emancipation. So there's a link there directly with slavery. I also have sickle cell anemia in the family, which clearly indicates a link to the West Coast, the African West Coast. So there's clearly movement of the family within the transatlantic slave trade, and that's a fact that I'm actually quite proud of in a sense, but it actually indicates that there was a muddle between slave and slave owner just through my surname. So I am a product of empire. I am a product of oppression. I am a mongrel of the highest order of the British Empire, and that cannot be taken away from me, and that is in my DNA. But I am a stereotypical British man, and born and raised and integrated very much into this community here, which is very English, quintessentially English and British, and I'm proud of that fact. My value, status or beliefs, moral codes are from the Judeo-Christian tradition, and I am a sympathiser with the Jewish people, the most oppressed race in the world. And I just want to make these points because if we were to all look at our histories, etc., etc., we will find roots in these things. And the bottom line is, whether you're a person that believes in the Lucy factor of the Rift Valley, or whether you believe in the Adam and Eve story, we are one family, one human race. Thank you.